Have you ever heard of the story so intense it feels like it could happen today? That's Shakespeare's Othello. It's a powerful mix of love, jealousy, and pure manipulation that will leave you breathless. So, let us dive deep into this masterpiece and unpack what makes it one of the greatest tragedies ever written. Our story starts in Venice with a man named Othello. He's a brilliant general, a war hero, a man everyone looks up to. He's brave, honorable, and a natural leader. But there's a catch. As a Moor in a Venetian society, he's also an outsider. This detail is crucial, and it's the seed from which the whole tragedy grows. Othello falls head over heels for Desdemona, the beautiful daughter of a Venetian senator. And guess what? She loves him back, just as fiercely. They defy her father's wishes and elope, getting married in secret. It's a beautiful, passionate love story. Or it should have been. Their happiness, however, lights a fire of resentment in one specific person, Iago. Now, who is Iago? On the surface, he's Othello's ensign, his most trusted officer. But underneath, he's a master manipulator, consumed by bitterness. Iago is furious because Othello promoted a younger, less experienced soldier named Michael Cassio to lieutenant, a position Iago believed was rightfully his. This single act of being passed over for promotion fuels a monstrous desire for revenge. And Iago hatches a plan so evil, so cunning, it's almost genius. His goal? To destroy Othello completely by making him believe his perfect wife, Desdemona, is cheating on him. And who does he choose as the imaginary lover? The newly promoted Cassio, of course. It's a brilliant, cruel move. Iago begins his campaign of psychological warfare. He starts small, planting tiny seeds of doubt in Othello's mind. A subtle hint here, a skeptical look there. He masterfully orchestrates situations that look suspicious. He might say something like, "Oh, did you see Cassio leaving your wife just now? Looked like he was sneaking away." Then he'll quickly add, "Oh, but I'm sure it's nothing." It's these small, poisonous drops that start to erode Othello's confidence. Iago is a genius at exploiting Othello's insecurities about being an outsider, making him feel that a beautiful Venetian woman like Desdemona could never truly love him. He twists her kindness and her attempts to help a disgraced Cassio into evidence of an affair. Then comes the centerpiece of Iago's evil plan, the handkerchief. This isn't just any piece of cloth. It was Othello's first gift to Desdemona, a precious family heirloom. It's a symbol of their love and her fidelity. Iago's wife, Emilia, who is also Desdemona's attendant, finds the handkerchief after Desdemona accidentally drops it. She gives it to Iago, not knowing the terrible purpose he has for it. Iago then plants the handkerchief in Cassio's room. Later, Iago arranges for Othello to overhear a conversation with Cassio. Iago cleverly talks to Cassio about his affair with a local woman named Bianca, but makes Othello believe they're talking about Desdemona. Then, as the final blow, Bianca herself appears and throws the handkerchief back at Cassio in a jealous fit, right in front of the hidden Othello. For Othello, this is the ocular proof, the undeniable evidence he demanded. The handkerchief he gave his wife is now in the hands of her supposed lover. At this point, Othello is completely lost. He's consumed by a raging jealousy, a monster that Iago has carefully fed and nurtured. He can no longer tell truth from fiction. Every innocent act by Desdemona is now seen through a filter of betrayal. His love turns to pure hatred. He loses his reason, his nobility, his very self. The great general is reduced to a man blinded by rage. The climax is absolutely heartbreaking. Convinced of her guilt and his own righteous duty to punish her, Othello confronts Desdemona in their bedroom. She pleads for her life, insisting on her innocence, but he doesn't listen. In a final tragic act, he smothers her. He believes he is enacting justice. But the moment she is dead, the truth begins to unravel. Emilia, Iago's wife bursts in and discovers what has happened. Horrified, she exposes her husband's entire plot, the lies, the manipulation, and the stolen handkerchief. Letters found on another of Iago's victims confirm everything. The full, devastating truth crashes down on Othello. Realizing he has murdered his innocent, loving wife based on the lies of a man he trusted, Othello is overwhelmed by an unbearable wave of guilt and grief. The man he was is gone forever. Before the Venetian authorities can arrest him, he gives one last speech, describing himself as one that loved not wisely but too well. Then he takes his own life, falling on the bed next to his beloved Desdemona. Iago is captured, but he famously vows to never speak again, taking his motives to the grave. We're left with a stage full of bodies and a chilling lesson. Shakespeare shows us that jealousy doesn't need real proof. It creates its own. It's a poison that, once it takes hold, can twist love into hate and destroy everything in its path. And perhaps the most terrifying message of all is how easily a good person can be destroyed simply by trusting the wrong voice. What do you think is the most tragic part of this story? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this deep dive, don't forget to like this video and subscribe for more explorations of classic literature. Thanks for watching.